What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bobby G, and I've got another video lined up for you guys today, and I think it's gonna be a pretty good one. That's right, we're gonna do another unboxing, first impressions, and actually, you gotta stick around because I'm gonna do a little bit of a story time, okay, towards the end. But I've got a couple of cases. Wait, 2 cases? It's actually one case, unboxing and first impressions, but that's what the story is about. So stick around to the end, hear the story, and then decide, is this the case for me? All right, so without further ado, let's get it. All right, so let's go ahead and bring in our case. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, you know my old faithful, my old samurai sword that I do for my unboxings? I can't find it. So I had to bring in some old blue, old school snippy snips. Okay, so we're gonna kind of open that up and then see what we're working with, okay? So if you are new to Dbrand, they are a case that's all over social media, my goodness. If you're not in the tech bubble, you may not have heard of them, but if you are on any kind of social media, you already know what's up with Dbrand, okay? But for my newcomers, let's check out and see what you get in this Dbrand unboxing. First and foremost, yeah, I saw I just opened it up. You're gonna get yourself a fancy debranded microfiber cloth. And I'm gonna tell you guys, these are actually really nice quality microfibers. So much so that I use my cheap microfibers for my unboxing videos and stuff like that. And then I keep these Dbrand ones sealed and I keep them in a drawer because they're so nice I don't actually want them to use them and get them dirty. Okay, so you're gonna get a Dbrand microfiber cloth. You're gonna get this cool little QR code, and this is going to talk to you about their social media and all that stuff. Okay, so we toss it aside. Let's take a look and see what you get in this Dbrand case unboxing. Okay, so this, if you guys can't see right there, but this is that grip case. Hey, what's up? Listen, I know you're watching the video, so thanks for hanging out for this small commercial break, but I do want to ask a favor. Based on YouTube analytics, over 90% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. I don't think you guys realize the huge impact it would take you doing a few seconds to click like, click subscribe, or maybe throw a comment. Help Bobby G out. Help my channel grow. I appreciate you. Back to our regular programming. Let's see what we get in here, okay? So inside you're gonna have the different things, how to install it. There's only one way to install it correctly. Again, talking about their social media. It's not a product, it's a culture, or it's a vibe, I guess you could say, like the kids say nowadays. And then there you go. In all of its illustrious glory, we've got the grip case. Now you guys can see with this particular one, I went with, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't know the official name of this one, but I call it the Carnage cage because it reminds me of Carnage from, you know, Spider-Man, stuff like that. So that's actually going to be the skin that you can put on this case if you want to. Okay, so this is the skin you can put on the back of it. They have multiple options on their website, so you can choose which one of them you like, what flavor you like. But here it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull this out up here and take a look at what we've got for this grip case. So again, remember, just said it, you can rock this case naked, no skin on there, or if you want, you can actually get a plethora of choices. But I digress. Let me hush. Let's keep going, okay? Take a look around, okay? So on the back, you've got accurate cutouts. Now I've said this in other Dbrand videos and other videos I did for the S25 Ultra. There are not many brands that do this right, but Dbrand does it right. They give us these accurate cutouts for the S25 Ultra. Not that huge opening that all these other brands are just cheaping out and just saying, here's just a huge opening for the cameras. They do the accurate, so I like that. On the back, you've got that grip branding. So on the bottom, you are gonna have that nice size cutout for your S Pen, an area for your microphone, USB-C, and speaker. I always get these confused, so my bad. Let me try that again. USB, microphone, speaker, and S Pen opening. Taking a look around on the sides, you are gonna have these, it's kind of got a glossy finish to them. Grips on the side. You got your power button, your volume up, volume down. On the very top, an opening for a microphone. On the other side, again, those glossy grips that are going to be on the side, right, for when you're holding that phone. On the inside, you are going to have a textured, slightly textured inside, and this is going to have that magnet so you can use it with your MagSafe or Qi 2.0 accessories to be able to charge it wirelessly using those accessories, of course. And don't forget, we're going to check the magnet strength. So I will tell you all the way around the case, what gives this case its name is this, I'm going to call it a micro texture that is all the way around the case. Okay, so not just these little ridges that you see right here, but there is a micro grip texture all the way around, top, bottom, sides, everything. So let's go ahead and stop. Let's get the phone installed without the skin and then take a look around again, see what we're working with. Hey, you know what? If you want to check out the video on how I installed this Dbrand case, I'm going to link it right about here somewhere in the video so you guys can click and just see and maybe follow along how to install that Dbrand grip case. So what am I working with today on this S25 Ultra grip case from Dbrand? All right, so on the bottom, okay, we got our S Pen opening right there. It is going to be more recessed on this grip case than on the Ghost 2.0 case, I feel like. So you got your S Pen opening right there. Area for our speaker, very large opening for our USB-C and our microphone. So you know we got to do the official test. Let's bring in two different types of USB. This is going to be the Ozempic Diet USB-C. That's a USB-C cable from Apple. So it's going to be on the skinnier side. Bring it in, plug it in. And you guys can see right here on camera that it has no issue at all fitting in that. So now let's bring in a little bit more of a chunkier USB. Let me see what I got. Okay, I got an Anchor USB-C. As you can guys see, it's a little bit of a larger USB-C cable. Plug it in and you can see, so if you've got a larger USB-C cable, it's going to fit with this really oversized opening without an issue. Let's take a look around the case. Okay, let's take all this glove. Let's take a look around real quick together. Again, you've already saw the openings on the side. Remember, this is going to have that textured grip all the way around. On the sides right there, you can see we've got our case, right? The little rubberized, I call them rubberized grips on either side of the phone. You're going to have, I'm going to bring this up so you guys can hear. Hear how tactile those buttons are on there. Going on around, you've got the nice opening for that microphone. And again, you've got that micro texture. I don't know if that's the official name, but I'm calling it that. Micro texture all the way around. So on the front side, you are actually going to have not an even raised lip all the way around, but you're going to have higher raised edges. I don't know if you guys can see this on the camera. Higher raised edges for the top and for the bottom. Now, what's really cool about how Dbrand does their cases is raised edge on top, raised edge on bottom. In the middle, it's almost flush. Okay, so I've got a screen protector and it's basically right there. But what this enables is swiping, right? Easier swiping in the middle for when you're using your phone. So that's pretty ingenious of them. By the way, this video ain't sponsored, so don't come at me in the comments being like, oh, Bobby, you just kissing the boot of Dbrand. Nope. I paid for my own money. This is my own review. Looking at the back though, again, remember y'all, this was one thing that I really loved about Dbrand, Pitaka, any brand that I find that does accurate cutouts for the S25 Ultra, you're gonna be on my go-to list. But you can see right there how that looks so fresh and so clean with the accurate cutouts for the camera. And on the back, I'm just looking off camera. Y'all can tell me in the comment section, but on the back, it looks like it's an even raised edge all the way around. Before I forget, you know what we gotta do? We gotta do that official Bobby G shake and bake test to make sure that we're gonna have, you know, strong magnets on this one. So let's bring in our MagSafe charger. Let's give it that crazy shake test. No editing, y'all, no magic. Y'all see right now that this is being shaken to oblivion and it ain't going nowhere. That's so far what I think about this case. My first impression is going to be pretty solid. I'm not new to grip cases. I'm not decided yet on whether I'm going to rock it naked like this without that skin on it, or if I want to put that skin on it and take it up a notch, okay? I might even make a short so you guys can see me install that grip and see how it looks. So let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think? Give me your thoughts. Give me your opinions. Are you down with Dbrand? Do you like what they're doing? Do you like this case and what I showed you? Would you pick one up? If so, y'all know what it is, right? Use the link in the comment section. Helps me out. No extra cost to you. All right, folks. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And it's your boy Bobby G giving you nothing but greatness like we always do around here. I'm out. Peace. All right, so you made it to the end of the video and I did promise you story time. So let's get into it. The whole point, and if you follow me on Twitter, that's right, Twitter, not X, I don't care. If you follow me on there, you saw that I had a little bit of an issue with my first round draft pick grip case. What I really respect is a brand that stands behind their product. Again, I'm not sponsored with them, right? I don't have anything like that going on right now. me reaching out to them on social media, and I've had other brands I've reached out to about issues, about maybe it's a defect in the manufacturing, maybe it's a blemish, misalignment, etc., right? All those other brands I've ever reached out to be honest, it just has not been a pleasant experience, right? It's been kind of, you know, almost like shifting the blame, like, oh, maybe you did something wrong, right? Or, oh, maybe something's wrong with your phone, etc., right? But Dbrand was just like, hey, that ain't right. We stand behind our product. We're going to make it right. And they were on top of it. They sent out a replacement, which was no issues with it at all. So for me as a consumer, that means a lot. That earns my respect. That earns my money. So shout out to Dbrand for not only making a quality product, standing behind your product. If you make a mistake, making it right with the consumer. So hopefully this makes a difference in the decision of where you spend your money for your phone cases. Dbrand's not the cheapest case out there, but they stand behind their product. They got A1 customer service. If that ever changes, I'll let you know, right? But it was worth mentioning to y'all. So that's the story behind this video. That's why I got two different cases, or two of the same cases, one defect and then one replacement. So there you go.